I'm Brad Leiken. I'm the head golf pro here at Emerald Valley, and I've been the PGA golf instructor for 9 years. Yeah, most people love to hit a long drive, 250 or 300 yards, and they spend a lot of time hitting ball after ball after ball with a full swing on the driving range. But if you truly want to lower your scores and save strokes when you're playing, you need to spend twice as much time on your short game, chipping, pitching, and putting as you do on your full swing, hitting your drivers, your long irons, and your mid irons. Half the strokes in golf, or more than half, are around the greens, within 15 yards of the green. You only hit your driver 14 times a round, yet you'll putt 30 to 36 times per round. So it only makes sense to spend most of your time practicing on your short game, chipping, pitching, and putting. And also, practicing your short game, all you need is a few balls and a chipping green, and that's all you need to practice your short game. You don't need to have a 300-yard long field or a bucket of balls to practice. You just need a few balls and a chipping or putting green to practice your short game. And what I like to do is to come out by myself, spend some time, put some music in my ears, and just chip and putt and try to get a feel for the speed of the greens, the break of the greens, the texture of the grass, and try to develop different shots around the green. There's a much more variety of shots you can hit within 15 yards of the green than you ever will be able to hit teeing it up on a tee and hitting a full driver. Like for instance, this club is a 56-degree wedge. I can use it to keep it, I can hood the club and keep it low for a bump and run like that. Or I can open up a little bit with my club face like this and get it up in the air, get some loft into it, like that. And that's with the same club, same pin placement, same distance off the green, yet two different shots you can develop. And everybody's different, and it's up to that person to find out what shot works best for them. And by practicing around the greens, within 15 yards of the green, you'll develop that over time. Do you want to bump the ball and let it run to the hole, or do you want to lift the ball and fly it to the hole? Okay, I'm just going to hit a couple of different shots. The bump and run with the same club, 56, is you want to hood the club face a little bit, play it more in the back of your stance, and really keep your hands ahead of the ball at impact. Keep that left wrist bowed at impact, like this. There it comes out low and it runs. Or you can take the same club, and you can open up the face instead of having it hooded like that, open it up and take it outside. Still keep that left wrist bowed at impact, but by opening up the club face, you're going to get loft, you're going to get the ball up in the air, and that's called a lob shot. So with the same club, I've hit a bump and run, where I bumped it on the green and it ran to the hole, and I hit a lob shot, where I opened up the face of the club, took it outside, and got air underneath the ball. Once you develop this, you need to practice this. For every 30 minutes you're on the driving range, you need to practice an hour around the green, and I guarantee you'll save shots. Most people can hit the ball a distance and get it to the hole, but once they get around the greens, they need to be able to get it on the green at the very worst 2-putt, and oftentimes get it on the green and then 1-putt. And that's how you truly save shots and score in golf, is around the greens. If you look at the top tour winners over the last 50 years, most of them are averaging fewer putts per round than the bottom tour players. And it's just a simple statistics. Less putts equals less strokes equals lower scores. The other nice thing about developing a good short game is anybody can do it. You don't have to be physically strong or physically coordinated or have natural athletic ability to be a good chipper and putter. Most anybody of any shape or size, of any physical characteristic, can grab a golf club and develop a simple pitching stroke like that, where you're chipping the ball to the hole. It might take a lot of physical ability and coordination to develop a full swing and to get the timing to hit the ball 300 yards, but anybody can develop a good pitching stroke or a good putting stroke. I would have to say that no matter what your athletic ability is, you can do this with a golf club. There. That ball's 1 foot away from the hole. That's a chip and a putt. You just saved 2 strokes on your score. And like I said, you do not need a 300-yard field, 100 yards wide to work on your short game, which is over 65% of your strokes in golf. All you need is a few balls and a chipping green and time, and you'll save strokes. Fewer putts, lower scores. Remember, you only hit your driver at the very most in a round of golf 14 times a round. However, you will putt and chip anywhere from 30 to 40 times a round. So doesn't it only make sense to practice that part of your game twice as much as you practice your driver? And just remember, for every 300-yard drive you hit offline, it's going to take a good chip and a good putt to compensate for that mistake. Putting and chipping are the great equalizers in the game of golf.